Hey, did you guys see this one? Washington Post op-ed, quote, "Give the elites a bigger say in choosing the president." Oh my God, this was hilarious. The funniest part about this, I'm going to show you in a minute. So first off, the reason I have to show you this on Red State is because the article got changed after this huge backlash to, uh, oh, I closed it. I'll reopen it here. I, oh, come on. Right here. They changed the headline from "Give the elites a bigger say in choosing the president" to "It's time to switch to preference primaries." Okay, so I got it. Let me put it this way: this article, the author here, Julian Azari, she makes a good point. She's trying to say that we need a better way to do primaries and all of this stuff. That the Iowa caucus was such craziness and nonsense. Oh, and she just turned. She just locked her Twitter. That's hilarious. Oh my god, that wasn't this case this morning. She must have locked her Twitter because she was tired of people getting on her case. The point she's trying to make is that the caucus and a lot of these primary things are too ridiculous. However, in trying to make her argument that the primary system, the caucus system, is a huge mess, she completely exposes herself, and she does basically say, we need to give the most wealthy, influential, powerful people better tools to send out delegates and voters so that the people that they think would be best for all of us would be the ones that get put in. So yeah, it's hilarious. She had a big statement of, "Hey, this is what I meant, everyone." But you can see now it's over. She's completely locked her Twitter account. So because I can't get her actual response, actually, let me see if they posted her reply on here. No, they didn't. So let me read this to you if you're not really familiar. Following all that nasty business in Iowa a couple of weeks ago, Marquette University poli-sci professor Julia Azari has found a solution. Quote, "It's time to give the elites a bigger say in choosing the president." Azari penned an op-ed in the Washington Post to show us a, quote, "better way to conduct our presidential primaries," although she admits it will, quote, "require swimming against the tide of how we've thought about nominations for decades." See, these are the word games that these very, very like modern, progressive, intellectual type, arrogant people will use. It will require swimming against the tide of how we've thought about nominations for decades. Well, the way that we've thought about nominations for decades is allowing the people to choose who they think best represents their interests, not special interests, not super delegates, not changing the rules mid nomination so that the wealthy and the established political type people in the permanent political class can get who they want. She writes that better primary systems would empower elites to bargain and make decisions instructed by voters. This is a far cry from swimming against the tide. It's essentially a power grab, which is true. And the way she describes it is, like it says there, it will empower elites to bargain and make decisions instructed by voters, almost as if the elites in the permanent political class get to use you, the common voter, as like a pawn. Anyway, Azari writes that our current system, with its long informal primary and its attention to early contests, tests the candidate's skill and stamina. What it's not great at is choosing among the many candidates who clear that bar, or bringing their different ideological factions together, or reconciling competing priorities. Okay, so look, she's not wrong about the part where the primary system can be messy. The caucus system seems kind of ridiculous. But like I said, she completely exposes herself for being a wannabe permanent political class type. This is ridiculous. Excuse me. Um, uh, we don't need more super delegates and more political dynasty families and more Koch brother type, George Soros type people who just throw around their billions of dollars to get their preferred candidate in. If anything, we just need less of that, more decentralized type of primaries and election to allow people like Tulsi Gabbard or Andrew Yang, who are essentially completely blackballed out of the Democratic primary, and then also fight off people like Tom Steyer and Mike Bloomberg, who are literally doing like a leveraged buyout of the Democratic primary. Now, a leveraged buyout is basically coming in. Imagine if you want to buy Disney company, they're publicly traded. If you have enough money to buy 25% of their stock, you just throw your money down, boom, now you're a majority stakeholder of Disney. That's an extremely simplified example, but those are the kind of problems that we're seeing right now with Tom Steyer and Mike Bloomberg. Mike Bloomberg isn't connecting with the voters. You watch any video of him, he's so awkward around them, and he just looks down on them. You can see he just doesn't feel comfortable. But he's got billions to buy his way in. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen there? But yeah, I just wanted to remind you guys that if you think that the elites having a bigger say in choosing our president is wrong, well, you just need to get with the time, because like, it's 2020 and we're progressive, and maybe you just don't have much of an education. So you just need to realize that the smart people, the educated people, they probably know what's best for you. So I have a feeling, because Julia locked her Twitter account, that she may be regretting writing this. Again, to come full, like I said, to summarize, I don't disagree that the primary and caucuses are a little shoddy, but her solution is completely missing the point. And what she's suggesting is something that's only going to consolidate more power and influence to the permanent political class and the extremely wealthy people like Jeff Bezos, who's richest man in the world, who owns the Washington Post. And I don't know if you've noticed, but since he bought them, the Washington Post has not written one bad article about Amazon as a company. So anyway, I thought this was kind of funny. If you guys want to, you can still read the article. As far as I know, the actual article hasn't been changed. You can read her idea. It's foolery, but yeah, it's time to switch to preference primaries. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys right now. Leave a message. Let me know how you think. Please comment down below. Share this comment. This is how we get the word out. So thanks so much for your time. I'll see you in the next episode. My name is Ryan Derks. I'm running from Missouri's 5th Congressional District, and I approve this message.